Yeah, what's up, Rongo family? Welcome so much to Rongo Online TV. Of course, my good name is Peter Mwangangi. Now, guys, I'm super excited, by the way, for what we are doing today. It's amazing. It's amazing. I'm sorry this took some time, but then I'm taking this to reply on one of my fans' comments and to tell them how to go about pricing your products in your shop. All right, because there are several steps that you can take. There are several considerations that you can make to price your items pale kwa shop after you have started your business, or maybe if you've brought a new product, or if there is changes in the market. There are few considerations that you can make in order to price your items in your shop. This is a question so many people have been asking me, and I am here now today to show you how or what steps you should take. What considerations do you make when you are setting a price for your products? All right, this was asked about a video I did about a Malimali business, but then I did get time to do the video. I'm sorry about that. It went out of my mind. All right, so please, if you haven't subscribed, please remember to subscribe, like, and share. The many people that that are watching, I'm really so much grateful. The many of you, or the few you, I'm really so much grateful. All right, now, how do you price your products okay, how do you price your products in the shop after you just brought them, or maybe if there are market changes, or at any time? All right, there's some few steps that you should follow. All right, step one, you calculate the cost of your goods. All right, what do I mean when I talk about the cost of your goods? Now let's do this professionally. When you talk about cost of goods, we all know what that means. All right, but then I'm going to tell you, when I'm talking about cost, calculating the cost of your products, I'm talking about if you produce this product, I'm talking about even the production cost. All right, so I'm talking about from the point you started making this good, or from the point where you started getting this good. If you're going to buy it from a supplier, how much did it cost you to buy it from there? What was the transport? Any indirect, both indirect and direct expenses, please add them, all of them. All right, the transport money, maybe if you paid someone to carry them, maybe if it was you produced it, had the production cost. All right, now calculate the cost of your goods. All right, you see, that's where we have the cost of materials, like the manufacturing cost, we have the packaging, we have the shipping, all that. I'm talking about if if your product involves all this. All right, now that's what I'm saying. Now, number two, you research the market. When I'm talking about researching your market, you understand your target market and research what how much the similar products that are the same as your product are being priced at the market. All right, if you're selling let's say green grams, right, you have to know, after you just brought it to the shop, now you have the cost of your goods. You know how much it took you to get your green grams to your shop, all right, to your cereal shop. Let me say that. All right, now you have to research the market and know how much people who are selling online, how much are they selling? People who are selling around you, how much are they selling? People who are selling on other shops, you just have to market them. You just have to visit them and know how much they are selling. Contact that market survey and know how much you other people who are offering the same product are selling, unless your product is different. But then if your product is maybe of higher quality of lesser quality than the others that are being offered, then I'll tell you what to do. All right, now, number three, determine your profit margin. There are some people, okay, this will be determined by how much is sold, how much is offered at your marketplace, how much people are selling, because there's a profit margin that you can apply, and it doesn't work. People even apply 100% profit margin. All right, but the most considered profit margin is about 35%, 30 to 35%. That's enough for a profit margin. All right, because if you sell so less, maybe you'll be having a less profit margin and you're making lesser profits. All right, so you determine what profit margin am I going to work on. All right, you may consider 35%, 40%. It depends on your market. It depends on the quality of your product. All right, Yeah, so if when I'm talking about the profit margin, if you bought 1 kg at 20 shillings, all right, you can sell it at 40 shillings. That's 100% profit margin. All right, now I guess we got that, right? Okay, sure. Now consider competitive pricing. All right, that's the next step. How much are your competitors selling? Because there's no way that you're going to sell your products at a very higher price when other people are still offering the same price, and you expect maybe people will buy from you, and it's a new product, right? So you have to look at what your competitors are selling at. What are they offering? All right, if now this will depend if it's the same quality, all right, and whether it's the same marketplace, right? If it's of the same quality and quantity, then you can consider I'm sorry about that, you can consider how much your competitors are selling, because there's no way you go so high or so low, all right? So competitors will give you a good pricing for your. Now that's another step that you take. You look at the competitive pricing, all right? You consider competitive pricing, because this will be you'll be able to, if your products are of higher price, you will adjust to a higher of higher quality, you will adjust to a higher, maybe relatively a higher price, because you can't be selling the same people who are selling a lower quality and you sell a product of a higher quality the same amount, right? So that's much considered. Now what you factor the overhead expenses. What am I talking about when I talk about overhead expenses? I'm talking about your rent. Those are things that you should consider before you go. My dad told me, if you need an employee, look at what they are bringing on the table. If it's a business that you are doing, all right, you have to know, is this business paying the employee? Is it this business? I did a video once some time ago, and I told you should, even if the premises that you are using for your business are your premises, you can also pay yourself and say, this is the amount that I should have paid for my rent. All right, now that's working professionally in business. So when I'm talking about overhead costs, I'm talking about if you have an employee, maybe if you're paying rent, all right. So those are the kind of things I'm talking about. You distribute the expenses, your product, and how much of the cost needs to be covered by each item sold. All right. Now, if you understand, if you consider all your overhead expenses, you know how much do I need to sell? Is it worth it? All right. Now, the next thing that you do is evaluate customer perception. What are your customers saying about this particular product? What is their perception? All right. So one thing that you must consider is you must evaluate your customers' perception, because these are the reason your customers are the reason why you are offering this product. So make sure that you consider their perception. What is their feeling? What is their taste? What do they need this product, right? What do they feel? What is their perspective about this product? Is it positive? Is it neutral? Is it negative, right? So that's a step that you should take. Now, test and adjust. If you have set the price already, because I know if you have followed these steps that I just gave you, you know you are now having a price for your ndengu or for your whatever you are selling, all right? So you test and adjust. Test the price, start selling now. And if maybe the perceptions of your customers are not going in line with you, maybe you should change. That's why I said you test and adjust. If there is a problem, please change, right? You can offer a lower price, but you can never offer a higher price of the same quality of a product when there are other people in the market that are selling the same product, right? Now, there are other things that I will tell you that you should consider when you are pricing your. Now, this is an extra thing that you should consider when pricing your commodities in your shop. Now, seasonal demand. We talk about seasonal demand, everyone knows this. I'll just give you one example: gumboots. If you are in Nairobi right now and it's rainy, you'll know that gumboots are sold much higher than they were sold earlier. Right? Now that's what I'm talking about. That's self-explanatory. Seasonal demand. there are some goods that are there are some goods that are highly demanded and goes to equilibrium once more, right? So when there's the seasonal demand, when the demand is higher, maybe you should charge higher, because that's what everyone in the market, that's what everyone who is selling does. All right, now that's another thing that you should consider when you are pricing. All right, now supplier relationships. When you build a good supplier relationship, discounts, they may offer you lower prices, so it's a good way, right, of setting your prices. Because maybe if you build a good relationship with your suppliers at the market, maybe you'll be selling the same price as others are selling, but then you'll be making more profit. Or maybe you will lower your prices and you are selling the same. All right, now that's one thing that you should consider when you are pricing. All right, now the other thing is the customer feedback. What does your customer say about after they just bought your goods? What do they say? All right, do they come back? Do they like it? All right, do they like your pricing? You know, price goes with quality. If you are of low quality, the price should be low, and if it's high quality, the price should be high. All right, what you eat in Kimbadaski is not what you eat in Western. All right, now that's all. You got that right? Now that's it, guys. Remember, pricing is not a one-time decision making. It takes time. It keeps on fluctuating. It keeps on moving up and down, up and down, up and down. You just move with the trading, with the trend. All right. Now, guys, I hope that was helpful. I hope whoever has been asking that question is now answered. I'm wishing you all the best, as always, in your businesses and in whatever you do, in your careers and whatever you do. So my good name is Peter Mwangangi, and this is Rongo Online TV. All right, please make sure that you subscribe, like, and share. If you're having any comments, please leave them, because I'll read them and I'll reply to them. And I'm so excited. I'm so much excited to have you here. Thank you so much, guys. I salute you.